What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack. I founded the site called pitcherlist.com, the #1 place to do your pitcher research. Seriously, we have StatCast data. We have the best player pages on the internet. And guess what? We're going to talk about Shane Bieber because he's doing some good things. Now, last start was a ton of whiffs with his slider and his curveball. Not as many this time, but we're going to watch this start a little bit in the first inning against the Royals. So, there's your 92-mile-per-hour fastball. And it's all about getting called strikes in that cutter with Bieber. Right there, this is the pitcher that he's become, right? Is that fastball down, getting called strike with it, and then you want to go with the cutter inside to try and get that ground ball, and he executes this. I mean, this is a perfect cutter at 88. And what you want to see after this, in prime Bieber fashion, would be a breaking ball down. Let's see if we get that at 0-2.
26 strikeouts.
But no, he throws a fastball down and away at 92, and he gets the whiff on that. Very abnormal for Shane Bieber. And maybe because it was abnormal, Prado's thinking of something else, and that's why he's behind on this. He's thinking about that curveball and slider, and Bieber's able to surprise him on it. It's a really nice fastball down and away. Like, if that's the game plan, it's like, look, I want to surprise him out of the gate with that fastball down and away, then you got it. I mean, that's great. I don't know if I can really buy into that all the time, but that was pretty cool. Cannot command that one, at least, though. We'll see. There's a fastball at 1-0 that is a little hittable. I think should have been dealt more damage. Flies out to right, I believe. Nah, foul ball. Okay. 1-1. Goes back inside. That's a really nice one. At 92 and gets the pop out again. And actually, seeing that 92-mile-per-hour fastball inside, but still kind of over the plate, getting fouled off in that way, kind of shows that Whiffs would get jammed even more if you go more inside. And that's the exact right pitch call. And good job from Bieber to execute that pitch to get that out. So there you go. Pretty simple so far. We haven't even seen the slider or the curve. But it's been fastball command for Bieber, and that's actually been really the thing for him. If he's able to spot that four-seamer around the zone effectively, not throwing it down the middle, he's able to manage his way through lineups. And then when you have the slider and the curve working, then he can actually get those strikeouts again. So against a big boy, you see the breaking ball. You must. It's a cutter away, and man, that's aggression from Perez. That is a cutter well off the plate. That is not like a big sweeping breaking ball. That is a cutter that starts out of the zone and stays out of the zone, right? Pretty insane to see that. And once you see that aggression, you're like, well, I'm not going to give you a fastball. I got to give you other stuff now. You cannot go with the fastball here. Oh, they do. And you can even see how shocked Perez is. I mean, this is very far inside, but he's even like leaning out over the plate. And that actually would be a good pitch call, especially with the cutter away. Fastball come back in to jam him. That would be cool. Just did not execute it. But you got to throw that secondary stuff. And there you go. Now you get some free real estate at 1-1. I believe that's the curveball at 83. Could be the slider. It's hard to really tell. I think actually a little bit less break than the curveball at 83. So that would be the slider. But yeah, you got to 1-2 now. And Perez wanted nothing to do with it. You can argue this is a hanger. If you're looking for a breaking ball right now, that's the pitch that you want to hit, right? Didn't want to swing at it. If he doesn't want to swing at that, then you throw another one.
And was able to return last night.
I mean, he overthrew that one. That's at 85. Too far in the dirt. Sometimes Perez would swing at that, but I think Perez was looking for, okay, cool, yeah, they're going to throw me that in the dirt. And because it's not that tempting, then he's going to let that one go. Now, if it is under the zone barely, you might see Perez still swing at it because he might not know if that's going to land in the zone or out of it. What I would do now is what I call the Gambit. The Gambit is where you throw the 1-2 or the first 2-strike pitch that you have in either an 0-2 or 1-2 pitch, which is a breaking ball down and away. Generally, batters know, look, you have a devastating breaking ball. You're going to throw that in the first opportunity you get in a 2-strike count. However, the Gambit is when you do it a second time. And batters often think because they resisted the first one, they're now going to get a fastball. But if you're able to do this well, you're able to throw a second one, and then they'll get the swing. And there you go. I mean, I didn't even know if that was going to be the result, but I love to see it. That's the Gambit. That's why it works. It's beautiful. That's Shane Bieber in a nutshell right now. And I think actually that does represent him super well because you can see even in this inning, he is not hyper reliant on the breaking stuff. he's more reliant on the four-seamer and the cutter, with the slider and the curve being this periphery opportunity where it's not the same pitches. They aren't the same pitches that we saw in, say, 2020, 2021. And that's just the way that it is with Shane Bieber, and that's okay. So I think he's still a very effective arm. He's just not that guy from the past. It's nice to see these high strikeout totals lately. I imagine if it weren't the Royals, you wouldn't have seen 8 strikeouts yesterday. All right, that is it for today for this pitcher video breakdown. Make sure you leave in the comments below who you want me to watch next. And also, go check out all the other videos I've done. I've seen some requests for guys that I've already covered, like Jesus Luzardo, Brian Bayo, for example. I've done videos on them. Go check them out. Nothing's really too new since I did that. But that is it. So my name is Nick Pollack, and may your BAPS be low and your strikeouts high.